Hey, this is Mark.
This is Kendrick.
And we are Movies in Black and White.
Yes, we are. And we are back with our first retro review of the year. This is
Yes.
January 2020. And we are reviewing a movie from January 1984.
Called The Lonely Guy. Starring Steve Martin, Charles Grodin. It was a shtick film. Typical 80s humor back then.
No, that was not typical 80s humor.
Yeah,
that was stupid humor. I'm sorry.
It was stupid. That's what you got that's what you got back then.
It's not the only thing we got back then. The 80s had some pretty good comedies. Really good comedies. That was way down the ticking ladder of funny movies.
It wasn't. No, I'm not saying by any means it was a good movie. It was boring to get through.
Yeah, it was a trudge. It was a trudge to get through that movie. While I was watching it last night, I was editing one of our podcasts, and I knew it was bad because I was laughing harder at our podcast than I was at the movie.
Yeah.
So it was a rough watch.
I started watching it, fell asleep, woke up about 3/4 of the way through, had to start the movie again, and by that time it was getting really late.
But when you think Steve Martin, you think funny.
Well, yeah, he's definitely had some funny stuff, and he's got great humor. I mean, The Jerk was amazing.
Yes.
You know, Bring Down the House was another movie that he made, Queen Latifah, that was absolutely funny.
Yeah. He's had quite a few.
He's
had a very good history of funny movies. This was not one of them.
No.
And it's actually depressing because I went and bought this movie off Amazon. And then I realized while I was cataloging my movies that I own this in a Steve Martin collection. Mm-hmm. And the whole reason I bought the collection is because it had The Jerk. I did not even look at the other two movies they had in there until I was cataloging and I realized this was in there with The Jerk. Right. Why is The Lonely Guy in there with The Jerk?
Out of all other Steve Martin movies.
Why this one?
I mean, why that one? It's like, my gosh.
It was even like, there was a few ha-ha moments.
Funny moments.
But there were other moments you're like, just slap the bitch. Slap yourself. Like, goddamn.
It was like, please. Oh my gosh, shoot me. Slap me. I don't know.
Oh, it was rough. You know what? I feel for the people from January 1984.
Yes, because this was the highlight. There was nothing else in that month that was doing anything.
See, we're spoiled nowadays because we get some good movies in January. I mean, we got what, Bad Boys this month.
Yes.
We got Underwater. We got 1917 came out last month.
December, yeah.
The Gentleman. We got stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this is what they had back then. Oh,
stuff.
Sucks. Yep, that was rough, man. I was sitting there thinking
slim
today.
Pickings there.
I was sitting there thinking today, how in the hell are we even going to talk about this movie? Because it's so boring.
Yeah.
Like, it was rough. I mean, like I said, there was a few funny moments.
But,
it was just...
it was. You're right. It was stupid humor. I mean, there were certain things that were just like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why did you think this was gonna win in a comedy?"
Yeah. Well, Steve Martin should have raised his hand and been like, "I know funny. This isn't funny, guys." Like the funnier scenes that were his jokes. Obviously, like one of my favorite jokes is when he was calling around trying to find the girl.
Right.
And he was talking to everybody. And he was describing the girl, and one guy, he was describing it to him. And he goes, "Do you know who this girl is?" He goes, "No, but please keep going." I was like, that's funny, but that was one of the few and far between jokes. Like they really leaned into the lonely guy scenario to where the point wasn't even believable, and it was just way over the top, man.
It's too much.
It was more over the top than Over the Top, starring Sylvester Stallone.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That's a callback for you.
I turn my head backwards. I'm serious. Transition. I become something else.
That movie sucks too. That's a rough movie to watch. Okay, so the movie was directed by Arthur Hiller. Ooh, that's close to something else. That would have been bad. You're lucky you were born with a one-letter change, buddy, because that would have been bad. He directed Silver Street. How the fuck do you go from Silver Street to this movie? Oh my lord. That's rough, man. I mean, he's got quite a few movies under his belt. The only one that comes to my mind is Silver Street, but he did The Man in the Glass Booth, Plaza Suite, The Out-of-Towners. Oh, The Out-of-Towners, yeah. The Hospital, Tobruk, Americanization of Emily, The In-Laws, and Outrageous Fortune, which I've only heard of two of those movies.
Outrageous Fortune I've heard of too. But yeah, even Charles Grodin was in this movie. He's a comedy legend.
Yeah, he wasn't.
They weren't funny. It was not funny. It's like there were, like you said, a couple of scenes were like, okay, they had a conversation about a haircut.
Oh, that was kind of
That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
They're sitting on a park bench going, if I got a haircut, I go in and they charge me $4. I shouldn't get charged that much because they're charging, like, say if Michael Landon walked in to barber with get a haircut, and they charge them $4 too. They should charge him way more because he has like 100 times more hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
That was
about
kinda funny.
the back comb over?
Yeah, exactly. You know,
That was like I said.
that
There
was
was
alright, but-
there was a few funny moments where it's like ha ha, yeah, that's good. But then it was like
most of the time it was just
Oh,
trying
this
to be
is
funny too
boring
much.
as
It was
hell.
like, oh my gosh, you've gone the opposite direction.
You guys have derailed hard.
Killed it.
I mean, if this is how bad it was, Roger Ebert gave it a 1.5 out of 4 stars.
Yes.
Calling it a dreary slog through morose situations.
And this was two comedy legends.
Yeah.
This is a horrible.
Okay,
movie.
so he even goes on to say, made all the worse by Martin's deadpan delivery, his slightly off-balance sense of timing, and his ability to make you cringe with self-debasing swarminess. That's actually a very accurate
That
statement.
is very accurate.
Yeah, you could feel
That's
that a
why he
lot
was
of
a
the
great
jokes were
critic.
really hardly timed well.
Yes,
Like they were not
they were not.
on point
They were
at
not at
all.
all.
There was a few here and there, but some of them were just And then his love interest in the movie.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to slap her upside her head. She's absolutely the most boring love interest I've ever seen in a movie.
You want to slap both love interests upside.
Oh yeah, no, I want to slap her and then slap him
terrible.
at the same time.
I mean, that is ex-girlfriend, person that he lived with, and the
Danielle.
current one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
dancer.
It's like, oh Lord.
Now, one of my favorite scenes this was actually kind of funny. One of her 6 ex-husbands had left her for a dancer, and he goes, by any chance, was her name Danielle? And she goes, no,
It
it was
was
Raul. Because Danielle had left him for
Raul.
Raul.
Yeah. It was, that was kind of funny.
But I will never recommend this movie.
No,
When everybody says,
not
hey,
at all.
what's a good Steve Martin
Not
recommend?
at all.
This is nowhere near
Never.
the top of my list at all.
Never.
And if I wasn't so against like destroying physical media, like I will never burn a book, I will never break a DVD, none of that, I would have burned this disc.
Oh, I'd break this motherfucker.
Yeah, this
I
would have
mean-
been destroyed in a heartbeat because it was a rough watch. I will never
Yeah.
watch that again.
No.
Now, there's a reason on my collection that Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid and The Lonely Guy are on a disc together and Jerk is by itself. Now, I've never seen Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, but I can't imagine it's that good.
It's not very good either.
So that's probably why they put it on a disc together so people could just toss that disc just to watch The Jerk.
Right.
Because The Jerk is amazing. Yeah, you could do a lot better Steve Martin movies
Whew.
than The Lonely
Oh.
Guy. And as for January goes, I almost want to redo and pick something we hadn't heard of or seen of because maybe there was something better there that we missed. Still don't think there was. I think we kind of picked the bottom of the barrel here for this one. We were scraping.
Yeah, that was the only one that kind of even stood out.
It did well. I mean, back in the day, it made $5 million at the box office.
What the?
I couldn't imagine its budget was that great.
No, it had to be just poultry. I mean, seriously, there could have been much money spent on that movie.
Well, if there was, you're stupid.
Yeah.
You were. That was a dumb decision.
Oh gosh.
And I don't know. Steve Martin had done quite a few things before that, hadn't he?
Yes.
So
Well,
he should have been. He was a
He
big
was a
name.
well-established comedian.
Yeah.
At that time.
Let's see here. So for January, like we talked about, there was not much at all. So we had
Yeah.
Angel Hot Dog the movie, which I advocated, but we did not go for. Buddy System, Broadway, Danny Rose, The Lonely Guy, and El Norte. I think we should have gone with the hot dog movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah, definitely should have gone that route. Oh,
wow.
damn, the Buddy System had Richard Dreyfuss in it. He's always funny. And Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, could have been good.
No, Will Wheaton too. Can't forget Will Wheaton.
It's all in the past.
Yeah,
It's
we
all
kinda,
gone.
it's too far gone now. It's too far gone. So for me personally, Mark, I will give this probably one of the lower ratings I've ever given a movie of like a 4.
Oh, dude, you're being very nice.
Okay,
I'm going with Ebert.
You give it a 1.5.
I'm giving it a
We
1.5.
don't grade on a 4-star scale.
Forget that. I'm not even a stars. This is a 1.5.
Okay, that's fair. You know, I'll go with you. I'll give it like a 3. Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair.
so,
We'll
yeah.
go with the 3.
Yeah, we gotta draw that
It
down.
had a
We
few.
gave, hey, look, we gave Underwater a 6, mid 6.
Yeah, it's-
so yeah, come
Valid point. Valid point. My bad. I forgot about that. I guess we've really got to figure out our grading scale a little better.
on. No, yeah, this is a 1.5.
Yeah, this is a rough movie. This could do with a remake and a very well-made remake because
No,
Just
It's
bury it, long
just
gone
you
dead.
Put it in the can and it stays there. That's it.
That's
we don't
fair.
need to. We don't need to
That's
revisit this at all.
I don't know. I could see. Okay, hear me out on this one. Hear me out. No, hear me out. I could see them doing a remake of this one with more plausible than it was a Lonely Guy store where they sold cutouts, you know, make it a little more based in reality and have Chris Hemsworth starring, because that dude has got comedic timing out the ass. He is a funny dude.
Who's believing Chris Hemsworth is a lonely guy?
That would be the joke.
No. Kendrick,
Sorry.
leave this damn movie alone.
Yeah, I was trying to look for something redeeming in this, okay?
Just,
I was trying to look for
it's
something.
It's gone.
It's too far gone.
Yeah.
I can't even believe this movie isn't even been produced into DVD and Blu-ray. Like, who picks this up? I mean, besides us.
We did our due diligence.
Yes, we did.
We
we watched the
through it.
movie.
We watched.
Can we just let this go? So you were going with a
Oh,
1.5?
Lord have mercy, yes.
Okay, we'll give it a 3 and we'll call it a day. No, we do know for certain that next month will be better because we have Footloose. Next
Yes,
month.
it'll be better. Yes.
In Footloose, we know for a fact
It's
is
a
a decent
classic.
movie. Yes.
Yeah.
And classic for a good reason.
Yeah.
Not for this shitstool of a
Ugh.
reason. God, that was rough. I never really want to watch that movie again.
Mm-mm.
You can throw that copy I bought
Oh,
you.
yeah, it's gone. It's going to be gone.
go donate it. Nah, I don't want anybody getting that for free. They're getting something good here because that was bad. All I could think of the whole time I was watching, I was like, what the hell? Like, how?
Anybody got a wobbly table? We could just shove it up
Yeah,
under there.
that would be good for it,
Pretty
too. All right, well, this was short but sweet because this one was a really rough watch, and I cannot elaborate on more
Yes,
than it just sucked.
exactly.
I think if we draw this out anymore, you people are just going to turn us off because, like, how many different ways can we tell you this
It
movie blew?
sucked.
It was horrible. So you'll see us back again here soon with a 1917 review, which is weird for us because it was back in December that came out, and
Right.
we're finally getting around to it. We liked it a lot, and we really want to talk about it.
It's a great movie.
And then we also want to record for the gentleman as soon as Mark sees that movie.
Yeah.
You gotta go see that movie. You're gonna love
Uh-huh.
it. All right. Well, I've been Kendrick,
And I'm Mark.
and this has been Movies in Black and White. We'll see you next time.